What is going on, guys? Welcome back. So late? So early? Regardless, so soon. Chantal has returned. I believe she might have AM PM this video. I think she meant 11:30 AM. She put 11:30 PM, and there we are. Or you could say Chantal maybe, just maybe, thought to herself, hey, if I put these videos up late enough, the reaction channels won't be able to get to them, and I will hoard all the views to myself. Chantal, I'm up right now watching UFC 303. I took notes during Danny Gay Diego Lopez, and I might miss a little bit of the main event doing this, but doubtful because the walkouts will probably take a minute, and the intros will as well. So clearly she's not doing ASMR style. She's having another mukbang. She starts off talking about how great the tea she has is. She says that this meal came with a full pack of bread. She makes this very strange comment about, quote, not living in the white bread Western world. Chantal, it truly is one of those scenarios where no matter where you go, there you are. You can claim that, moving has created this different lifestyle, a different personality for you, but it very much hasn't. And that really is the undertone of this video. And I'd like to point out to that, at least in crediting the fact that Chantal has learned very little of this culture beyond just what we see on the screen. Food, dress. She's learned very little of the religion, nearly none of the language. And she says, of course, eating this, at least part of it is Salah's meal. And she only plans to use 2 of the breads. She then, kind of moves the rest of the food in, and we see that there's 3 whole trays here. She hopes that the main course is beef, but she isn't sure, and I thought to myself, how could you be unsure if your partner ordered the food, what they ordered? She says that she wanted to address her last video one final time, which we all know is not one final time because that video was to be one final time. But this time she wants to have a different discussion with her fans. And she wants them to understand that she felt bad. She had a lot of DMs. She reiterated that she tries to get back to as many people as she can. She can't always do that. So this video was going to have to suffice. She actually realizes during this time frame that the meal is lamb. She doesn't like it. She puts the lid on. She apparently returns it to Salah and then returns with more falafel and hummus. She says that in reflecting on the video, she felt ungrateful, which she should have, and that she needs to focus on the fans that she has. She said she wants to make it clear she wasn't crying about views. She wasn't upset about how little she got, or in part how much the reaction channels got. She said she wanted to kind of focus on the fact that reaction channels were not organic. She actually speaks to me specifically. We'll get into that in a moment. But she sort of wants to use the terminology raw dogging a lot. The people just can't watch her content. They have to watch it through someone else. And this now becomes the issue of this video. This is the focal point. She says that based on this, people like reaction channels so much that they should in turn also like their content. So there shouldn't be an issue with everyone stopping to cover other topics, everyone doing travel vlogs, and to that point, Chantal wants to come out with this concept that reaction channels do vlogs, and then she will recap them. So kind of, I guess, giving us a taste of her own medicine. Couple things. Number one, Chantal, this mindset you have that all the reaction channels are just one-trick ponies. All we have is you. You're the only topic. Your favorite cow tipper actually changed the entire direction of their channel to focus specifically on you. Yet you don't want to have that be any part of this conversation. I find that strange. And the reason that most all reaction channels can take your content and turn it into longer form is because we have to take time to document and show the issues and the realities, the things that you refuse to confront, in some cases, as simple as the nutritional facts of your food. And that is why people don't find us boring, because we provide the detail that you overlook, simply trying to see how much food you can eat in the shortest time possible, but making sure that that time exceeds 8 minutes. Now, as I said, she does take specific time to acknowledge me, because I don't steal her content, which is true, Chantal, I just commentate. But she says that my commentary is just petty and dumb. Here's a challenge to you, Chantal, and I distinctly mean this. You want to challenge everyone else, allow me to challenge you, since you think this is easy. Film yourself eating. Do not upload the video and take still images and then overlay a narration describing the meal, the food, the flavors, the preparation, anything else you find topical. I bet you'll have a very, very hard time doing it, but if you do, I'll be more than glad to compare retention time and views, likes, dislikes, comments, engagement, any way that you'd like to do. Because instead of doing that, you want to go back to this tired argument. You are in your own situation, Chantal. We are in our own situation. What you are doing is not working for you. Therefore, you are scrambling. What reaction channels are doing, for the most part, is working. We have no reason to pivot. We have no reason to start doing vlogs. Most of what we're doing is very successful for us. You are acting that we should treat it as if it's not successful just because your own frustrations. She then says that, she can't ever see anything being done about this from YouTube or otherwise. So she's just going to focus on people supporting her. She talks about how when people are on YouTube like her and they're uploading every day, they're making content, the sole form that people would do that is for income. She goes back to the 4-month-old concept of focusing only on herself, none of the negativity. She talks about how she misses doing the vlogs. And let's be 100% honest with ourselves, Chantal. Why can't you make these vlogs? There's two main reasons. Number one is the heat. Okay, you have total control over where you live, right? You make good money, according to yourself. Sala, independent businessman, Vandalay Fragrance Empire. You could live anywhere you wanted. So when you talk about the fact that you can't go out now, you're in control of that. And then, of course, the other issue is your size, which you've admitted to. It's uncomfortable. You have problems with heat. You have problems with travel. You have problems with flight. All of this is understandable, right? No one's shaming you. We're just looking at the obvious. But you also have all the time in the world to correct these two things. You and Sala could put an action plan together to help you get your health back in order, which is something you've talked about doing the whole 2 years you've been there. You've done multiple videos trying to lose 200 pounds, claiming that you have, claiming that you haven't, claiming that you get a new wardrobe, all these things. Get all of that in order. That may attract new viewers because that's what you're talking about in this video. You want to travel. You want to grow your channel. You regret doing the SMR because you want to be more than just eating noises. But I think the truth is if those videos had taken off, you would have embraced them. You yourself said you loved the laziness of them, the mindless eating. And to that point, there's a lot of mindless eating toward the end of this video, and it's interesting that during that time, she's talking about how reaction channels don't have personalities. We can't grow our channels. Only she can do that. And she needs to learn all these lessons. She keeps repeating all these mistakes. She's not going to talk about this anymore. She's really going to try this time. She pounds the tea while saying nobody talking about her could be a vlog channel. Chantal, listen, Sala can't be a gaming channel. The couples channel can't be a travel channel. You can't be a vlogger. What are you talking about in all sincerity? You have the same failures as you're projecting to everyone else. The only difference is we're not actively trying to do all those things you're projecting you want to do. She said she wouldn't care if people transformed her content, and then reiterates how grateful she is for the channel and followers she has. You should be, Chantal. You should be thankful for the opportunity to make a living on social media and any facet. Instead, you have chosen continually to focus on solely the negative, turning your back on the people that support you and help you in favor of people that you willingly bring into your life only to find the negativity and frustration, and in this case, the full thought process of theft. I'm going to leave you with the top comments from the last video. I appreciate you watching this video. I'm going to get back to UFC 303, and we'll be back with you as soon as I can with more commentary.